last week we had a chance to take a vacation, and it was the first one I've been on in 2 years. I've been taking care of mom for 4 years, and I really haven't had an opportunity to go anywhere because now someone has to be here to take care of her. But anyway, I had a lot of time to rest. I sat on the beach. I sat at the pool. One day I just sat on our balcony and read pretty much all day long. But the best thing about the trip was I had a chance to think. I had some solitude. And you know, when you're taking care of the person that you live with and you're with them 24/7, you just don't have a whole lot of time to just think about things. You just don't. So I had been having a little problem with one of the CNAs that we have. Quite frankly, she was getting on my nerves. Most of the time, it was just a lot of little things, little things that you can ignore because, they're just things to get on your nerves. But then a couple of weeks ago, my mother fell. And when mom fell, there was no urgency in her voice when she called me. And she told me mom slid off the bed. When I went downstairs to check on her, my mom was flat on the floor. She did not slide off the bed because when you slide off the bed, you end up in a sitting position. Then she told me that she didn't raise the bed, but when the paramedics came and put mom back in the bed, she lowered the bed so they could put her in the bed. So I had decided that when I came back from vacation the week after 4th of July, I was going to let her go. And then on Thursday, right after we had breakfast, my daughter called and she told me that she didn't think that um, the aide had bathed my mother. And that's one of the main reasons I hire aides because I have difficulty bathing mom. So I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "There are no wet towels. Mom has on the same clothes that she had on this morning. And, when I went to get her, she smelled like urine." Anyway, I gave it some thought. I was a little ticked off. I said, "Well, I'm going to let her go when I get back." Well, that didn't quite work out because that was just the last. That was just it. So I called her. Um, I stepped out away from breakfast. I called her, and I told her I would pay her for the next week, but consider Thursday your last day. So sometimes, you just have to do what you have to do.